President Donald Trump. Either you love him or you probably really hate him. From being a non-believer, though, who was once a Bitcoin critic, literally thinking Bitcoin's a scam, he's now promising to ensure the future of digital assets, the future of Bitcoin, is made in the good old US of A. But is it just an empty promise to shore up votes, or is he the real deal? We'll stick around until the end of the video to find out if he's going to be the savior that the crypto market has been waiting for. First, though, we need a bit of context for what's been going on recently in the USA with crypto. You see, in the last bull cycle, a lot of people were calling for $100,000 Bitcoin, yours truly included, but we did not get there. We topped out at 69K. There's a lot of reasons why that happened. Rate hikes, inflation, scary war stuff. But we can also argue that a big part of the downfall was the political climate, right? Very hostile digital assets. In fact, many in the cryptocurrency community floated the idea that the Biden administration initiated Choke Point 2.0 against the cryptocurrency industry. Now, just to give a bit of brief background, in 2013, the Justice Department launched the original Operation Choke Point. It targeted banks that were believed doing business with entities thought to be at high risk for fraud and money laundering, targeted particularly at a certain green plant industry, let's say. The Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, allegedly pressured banks then to cut services to these companies. The operation was mired in controversy and was terminated in 2017 when Trump became president. With the way crypto has been treated by the current administration, it's not hard to imagine Operation Choke Point 2.0 was indeed real. In fact, more evidence keeps coming out saying that, yes, indeed, it was very real. It's not some conspiracy theory. This is what was actually happening. Crypto-friendly banks, of course, were targeted one by one. Ultimately, this led to the collapse of Silvergate Bank and others, which were considered to be important lifelines for the cryptocurrency industry, since it operated a 24/7 on and off ramp for crypto. Cryptocurrency exchanges were targeted by the SEC as well, including the big boys like Coinbase. We also saw the phasing out of stable coins like BINANCE's USD token. It's a security. It's a stable coin, bro. It's not a security. Biden also wanted to do crazy stuff like impose a 30% crypto mining tax, and the list just goes on and on and on and on. The constant aggression by the SEC. But of course, they want us to thank them because they're trying to protect us. The protectors. We're children. You're a child. You don't know what to do with your money. How dare you invest in cryptocurrencies? Instead, you can go out and spend your life savings on lottery tickets or the casino. No one's going to stop you from doing that, but don't buy Bitcoin. So yeah, the current administration sucked big time on crypto. But what about Trump? Wait a second for that, because first I want to let you know about the Wealth Master newsletter. This is your weekly guide to the cryptocurrency markets. Our readers love it. I'm sure you will too. And here's the reason why, because every single week, my team of researchers and I, we're helping you not just to stay ahead of the curve, but also to save your time by finding you the latest and the greatest insights on altcoins, meme coins, DeFi, airdrops, charts, and much, much more. You can join our 135,000 plus weekly readers for free. Link in the description or the pinned comment over on X. Now the Trump stuff. So you got to be fair here. Trump was not always pro-crypto. In 2019, he said, not a fan of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, which of course are not money and whose value is highly volatile and based on thin air, according to Trump back in 2019, and that they facilitate unlawful behavior like drug trade, man. In a 2021 Fox Business interview, Trump was asked about the potential of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. He said that he likes the currency of the United States and that the others are just disasters waiting to happen. But then the winds of change came around, didn't they? And he now probably owns more crypto than the average investor. Yeah, times change fast. He got orange pilled. He actually got into Ethereum first. But anyway, according to official documents as of August 2023, the former president holds more than $2.8 million worth of digital assets in a cryptocurrency wallet. He also earned $4.87 million in licensing fees from his non-fungible token collection. Apparently they're launching a fourth collection pretty soon. Now, for those who don't know, Trump has launched an NFT project called Trump Digital Collectible Cards with images, of course, of Donald Trump. Now, we all know the former president has been actually balls deep in crypto for a while, selling NFTs, getting Ethereum, holding crypto. It's pretty nuts, right? The process might have convinced him to be more pro-crypto. And if he wins, it'll probably be the most bullish event for crypto regulation anyway. But of course, the government is not run by a single person. That's why it's good to know that his running mate, JD Vance, also has an interest in digital assets. He literally holds Bitcoin personally. If you think that Trump is good for crypto, then Vance is probably actually even better. Okay. Again, according to his financial disclosures, he held between $100,000 and $250,000 of crypto, probably just Bitcoin, in Coinbase. He also invested thousands of dollars in decentralized exchanges. And look, this is big. Okay. Can you imagine the person holding the office of vice president trading crypto on a decentralized exchange in the trenches in Uniswap, buying a meme coin? Yeah, crazy stuff, right? And back when Canada announced that it would freeze bank accounts of those involved in the protest of the Corona beer crisis mandates. Anyway, Vance took to Twitter and posted, "This is why crypto is taking off. The regime will cut your access to banking if you have the wrong politics." And that's true. And it's played out many times since then. This shows his deep understanding of how crypto preserves freedom, and his qualifications did not go unnoticed among the crypto investor community. Balaji, the tech and crypto investor who made a bet that Bitcoin would reach $1 million value within 9 days, which didn't happen, did give Vance his support, though. Now that Biden has withdrawn from the presidential race, the odds of Trump winning have increased even higher. But what will actually change? I mean, politicians are known to promise the moon and the stars, and then they get elected and don't deliver those things. That's too hard. We don't have the money for the moon and the stars, guys. Honestly, there's absolutely no guarantee. But it's probably safe to say that a Trump presidency is going to be a lot better for the cryptocurrency community. This guy and his VP own crypto, for crying out loud, and they're probably going to put in a pro-crypto SEC head and probably a pro-crypto treasury guy. The promises Trump made resonate well within the cryptocurrency community, and he understands the community worth catering to the rich. He promised that the future of crypto and Bitcoin will be made in the USA, will not be driven overseas. He understands the competition with China over this. And in the last few years, we've seen jurisdictions like the UAE, Dubai in particular, Singapore, Hong Kong, they've rolled out crazy crypto regulatory frameworks, while the US government, through its agencies like the SEC, has done basically everything possible to stifle the cryptocurrency industry with the doctrine of regulation by enforcement and suing everybody they can find. Understandably, this scared a lot of crypto companies. Crypto companies don't want to do business in the USA. They don't want to start business in the USA. They go everywhere else instead. So instead of deploying capital stateside, crypto firms opted to go to those more crypto-friendly jurisdictions, which is bad for the US industry, since the USA is still the largest economy in the world. It has a $25 trillion GDP, 22 million millionaires, 753 billionaires, and 1 in 5 Americans owns crypto. There are more billionaires and millionaires compared to Bitcoin's maximum supply, by the way. Now, if Trump lets crypto thrive in the USA, this, of course, could attract all the money sitting on the sidelines, which will eventually drive the market cap up to wild highs. Trump also said that he would support the right to self-custody, though there's no specific law that prevents this. There's also no law that guarantees it. There is no law to prevent the likes of Goldman and Gary over at the SEC from saying that self-custody wallets are now acting as unregistered securities brokers, which of course would be bullcrap, because wallets are just software connected to the blockchain. And the SEC's been getting their butt kicked for a while in court, okay, to make it clear. But a clarification on this will obviously help with DeFi adoption. Trump also said that he would keep Elizabeth Warren and her goons away from our Bitcoin. So if investing in crypto is kind of like a game, then Senator Warren is definitely one of those boss level enemies. She said that crypto has become the payment method of choice for rogue nations, drug lords, ransomware gangs, and fraudsters to launder billions in stolen funds, which of course doesn't actually hold up in reality. We've covered that recently. She hates crypto so much that she demanded to know how drug agencies are pursuing crypto ties to fentanyl. She's hell-bent on blaming crypto for all the ills of the world, for the money laundering, all that stuff. But banks, of course, have been found to be the biggest criminals in the world, laundering trillions of dollars. Oh, they're not at fault. It's Bitcoin's fault. Of all the promises that Trump made, this is perhaps one of the best. He said that he would not allow the creation of a central bank digital currency. Nah, that's big. That's big. You know, I'm very anti-CBDC. These are Orwellian nightmare money. Now, if our current financial transactions are not safe from scrutiny, of course, what more? If the dollar is converted to CBDCs, it's going to get so much worse, right? They already know everything you do and everything you spend your money on, and they can shut your bank accounts down. CBDCs just make it even easier. The government can literally know how much money you have, where you have it, where you spend it, tell you you're not allowed to even spend it on certain things, tax it straight at the point of sale, all this kind of stuff. The worst part is, in the wrong hands, of course, those CBDCs can be weaponized. Government limits how much you can spend, can give you a 30-day period. Your money expires after 30 days. Crazy stuff like that. Dennis Porter, co-founder and CEO of the Satoshi Action Fund, said that credible sources told him that Trump could announce Bitcoin as a strategic reserve asset. Now, if this happens, whoa, long your longs, guys, going crazy. However, there are some naysayers saying that it's got such a slim chance of happening, which, to be fair, it's a bit of an out there idea. Not everything's going to go through, okay? But a lot of promises going to get made on the campaign trail. But if it did happen, that would change the crypto landscape literally forever. We can only guess how this will be implemented, but Trump's advisor, the crypto advocate Vivek Ramaswamy, has proposed backing the dollar with a basket of commodities that does include Bitcoin, which would be nuts if that happened. Senator Loomis also supports diversifying the Federal Reserve's foreign currency holdings with Bitcoin. Again, if this happens, it's crazy. The U.S. government is technically a whale, by the way, holding a little over 200,000 Bitcoin that they've seized from different parties over the years. If Bitcoin does become a reserve asset, then, well, having 200,000 less from the circulating supply being held by the Federal Reserve, not such a bad thing. The election is in November, but the market is already reacting very positively because of the high possibility that Trump could win the election. And can you imagine how high the prices will go once he does win and passes pro crypto regulation, puts a pro crypto SEC person in, puts a pro crypto treasury person in? He's got Ethereum. He's got NFTs. JD Vance has got Bitcoin. It's crazy. Now, it's too early to celebrate. Election still needs to happen, obviously. But if he wins, I get the feeling that we're all going to think we should have bought more Bitcoin. Thanks for watching.